that's totally fine too. All right, so Maggie's texting. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me open up my PowerPoint. Okay, cool. Look, guys, I have a PowerPoint and everything tonight. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Oh wait, I gotta share my screen. Okay, cool. So first of all, let's just start off with some recognition. I wanted, as I just said, Ariana is one of our new coaches on the team. Excited to have her here. Success Club so far this month. Well, I say so far, I guess there are like 2 days left. I feel like the month just flew by. So Samantha's at Success Club 6. I'm at Success Club 6. Maggie is at Success Club 2 and Shelby's at 1. You guys are still close. There's still time. I've seen crazier things happen. Just keep pushing and don't stop. I know that even if you don't hit Success Club or don't hit your goals this month, the work you're doing now and the talking to people and the posting that you're doing will pay off in December when people start, really taking it seriously. I was actually kind of shocked that there wasn't a single person in my gym today. The couple weeks like leading up to Thanksgiving and Halloween and stuff, it was packed. Every room was full. And today there was no one there. And I was blown away. I thought for sure everyone after Thanksgiving would be there, but no. So give it a little bit of time. They'll be coming around. All right. So I have a ton of information. So it was the last week for the challenge pack sales, but next month the Diamond Insider Tracker, whatever it's called, just came out. So Core de Force is on sale again. 21-Day Fix is on sale again. Nikki had them all posted in the team page. I'll post them in our page also. The prize for December for Success Club 5 is a personal development call with the author of Eat, Pray, Love. So that's kind of cool. I think that'll be a good one. And then there's another health bet in January, which we'll talk about as it gets closer. January 7th, biggest Super Saturday. I heard that they're only going to be doing 2 Super Saturdays in 2017. I don't know if it's factual or not, but so definitely make it to this one because I don't know when the next one will be. I'm excited. There's a 10th anniversary to our founding coaches Q&A, which I'm pretty excited about because some of those founding coaches are some of my favorites. And I'll post all this other information in our team page. I am starting a new coach training group, a 21-day group on Wednesday. If you have any coaches that want to do it again, if you want to do it again, see how it's run, anything like that, feel free to join. I just created it, so I'll add it to I'll post it in the team page tonight or tomorrow. If you add any of your coaches in it, please make sure that you are commenting on each of the posts. Same with my challenge group. I just started a new challenge group today. If you guys don't have one scheduled or you don't feel like there are enough people in it or you want to join mine, please feel free. I posted it in the team page yesterday, so you can just add yourself. But again, if you add other customers of your own to it, you need to be posting it in every day. Also, is anyone doing the Go for No challenge? Anyone? I know Nikki was saying some stuff about the bingo not going so well either, but I have a feeling the Go for No challenge is pretty much the same. There were some sweet prizes out there, but I get it. It's fine. Just if I'll bump it up tomorrow tonight and see if anyone has anything, and maybe we'll just do the best, whoever has the most or something. Or maybe we'll do even like radio silence counts. I think I said that. So, all right. That's all for that. So inviting. So I got to open up. For some reason, this opened up as because I emailed it to myself from work, it opened up as a Word document or a email or whatever this is called, website. I don't know, technology. So we'll work with it. All right, so inviting. I just want to talk a little bit about it before I get into the slides. I'll post these slides because I'm not going to read through each one, but there are a lot of good examples in here. And when I was researching to do this call, there were a lot of good examples in Team Positude also in the file section. So I kind of wanted to explain what I do and what works for me, and everyone has different ways, but obviously, you guys are on this team, so you've kind of learned the way I know. What I do I think we need to take out the word inviting. It's scary. It sounds salesy. It sounds pitchy. It sounds like, you're trying to get someone. In my mind, I hate inviting. It scares me, and it's my biggest fear-based thing for no reason, because I don't know why. Honestly, I get about 50% of my business through people reaching out to me. So part of the inviting that I do is on my Facebook page, whether it's, post for challenge group ads, asking how I can help people, sharing my journey. That's by far, I think, the most, and sharing my story, which we've talked about 1,000 times. But that is by far the most powerful tool that we have. And then I spend probably too much time scrolling Facebook. I just go through and like and comment on everybody's things. Oh my God, your kids are so cute. Truthful stuff, like, most cute, but like, whatever. I can't think of anything. Happy birthday, or looks like, how was that dinner? How was that restaurant? Whatever you can, engaging them. But I literally physically click the like or the love button on 95% of the things I see on my timeline, except other coaches or other MLMs or salesy type stuff. Because it makes me active in their news feed, and I want them, you guys love everyone loves getting likes on their pictures or whatever they post, right? So other people will too. And if they see them enough, they'll think, oh, I remember that time Katie liked my stuff, and, she really stuck out to me, and now I'm ready to do this. Let's see what's going on her page. So that's a lot of what I do, to get the connections going. So, they kind of changed it from invite to connect, because that is more genuine, and it's really what we're doing. Like, to go at someone and just say, hey, you want to join my challenge group? I haven't talked to you since high school 15 years ago. They're going to be like, eat dirt. It might have been more than 15 years since I was in high school. I don't remember. But, so that is when the fear becomes like, real, more so, because people, because it's not genuine. You don't care about them. You haven't built the relationship. You don't know how many kids they have or what their kids are doing or their kids' names. Like, when you know that stuff, it makes it more genuine and easier to invite and talk to people, So, for me, and I think a lot of people, it's a fear-based thing for talking to people and inviting. You don't know what to say. You don't want to come across salesy and sleazy, because truly you're just trying to help them change their life. But people have such a oh shit, I forgot my asparagus is in the oven. Should probably go check that. Hey Sam, can you talk about fear for 1 sec?
You got it. I'll take over.
Been in there for like an hour.
Oh, that's going to be some crunchy asparagus. All right. So different fears about inviting. So my fears about inviting, it's not hearing no, which is the first thing. I don't mind hearing no. I mind what other people think about me. And these are just, we all have our own baggage. I'm very self-conscious. And even though I'm not trying to be salesy and I don't look at people and see Success Club points, I do want to help people. I have no idea what I would do or where I'd be without this. So I do want to help people, and I do want to pass it forward, but I'm so afraid that people think I'm salesy and that they'll think I'm sleazy. That's what holds me back. And sometimes I don't know what to say, and it just comes out like word vomit. So that's part of where my fear of inviting comes from. And then also failure. Like, you don't want people to say mean in the almost 2 years I've been doing this, I don't know that only one person said mean things to me. Actually, only 2 people have ever said no to me. They dance around it, but only 2 people have flat out said no. So a lot of our fears are not fact-based, but emotion-based.
Thanks. Sorry about that. I have some really crispy asparagus right now. That sucks. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So good point. Same thing. I've had a couple of people, have negative responses to me. I've been unfriended, unfollowed, lost actual friends because of this, because they weren't in a place where they can handle my happiness. I've had maybe 2 people send me back a not nice message, but and, you know, it really hurt me and broke me down. But when I talked it out with like my success partners and the other leaders on the team, it was really about them and their insecurities, which is usually all jealousy is. It's, you know, or any bad things that you get is really just about other people, how they, you know, perceive themselves. So obviously the only way to overcome those things is personal development. So, you know, what are you guys reading? These are some good ones for inviting. You're a Badass gives you like super self-confidence. Go Pro and Go for No and any of those ones like that, Failing Forward, the bottom three are really good if you're not business minded. If you, I have a lot of business background, so the transition to this was fairly easy for me. But if you don't, and you're kind of like, you know, like Samantha was a social worker. She had never, like, she self-proclaimed sucked at business. Like, she used to be a waitress and failed so horrifically. But so she didn't know the business mindset. And that was one of her first things that she said no about this business to. She said she couldn't sell and she didn't know how to run a business. So those type of books, Go Pro, Go for No, and Failing Forward are good ones if you don't have that business mindset. But no matter what, if you're reading something, it will help you send some messages. So, you know, this one is how to help someone go from a challenger to a coach. I don't think this is as prevalent to us anymore because we sign most people up as discount coaches, because it helps them save money. But sometimes they don't want to, and you know, sometimes you don't sign them up that way. So this is how I always used to do it. I'd sign people up as a customer. Then, you know, a week or so before, when they do get the email from Beachbody now telling them that their next shipment's going to ship out, which is kind of cool. But I send the same thing. Just let them know that their next bag's going to ship out, and let them know if they want to be a preferred customer or an active coach, or Sam had some other cool name for it. They're a bunch of blind coach or something. They're a bunch of different, whatever you want to call it. They don't have to actively run the business to be, you know, to get the discount. A silent coach, exactly. And just check in on them. If they're not interested, not a big deal. They can pay full price. But make sure you're explaining it to and talking about it in your challenge group too. So you can tell people, like, I actually think pretty much everyone in my challenge group right now is a discount coach. I think I have one person who's just a customer, but that was their choice. So I like signing people up as discount coaches for the fact that they will save money in the long run. You know, we actually technically lose money signing people up as a discount coach, but I think they'll have a longer chance of staying on if they sign up that way. So that's one, you know, invite. Public invites work very, very, very well for me. It's probably, it's a lot because I share my story so often that people have already bought into me, and trust me. And it's not like, sorry, I use Ariana as an example. I haven't talked to or seen her since high school, like 5 million years ago. Right. And she reached out to me.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, we'll say like 7 years so we don't seem so old. I think it's closer to, I graduated 15 years ago. So, you know, she reached out to me the day after my 3-star post when we rank advanced to 3-star. I don't know if that's what did it or if she had been following me or whatever. And she just asked me, like, you know, a couple questions about it. I get most of my business through public invites. I usually do a pretty like pick monkey thing once a month for a challenge group and every once in a while for a coaching. But it's also like, I don't always do a big, hey, salesy, join, fill out this application. Like, I don't know if I have one in the past few days that I could look up, but it was like, you know, it's usually like, you know, this is what I've been through today. Do you feel the same way? Are you ready to join me? You know, it's nothing like crazy different than any other post. But at the bottom, I write like, hey, if you're looking to help lose 5 pounds also, or 10 pounds, you know, send me a message. Or if you are having trouble, I make it very clear that people can reach out to me and that I'm open and I want people to message me. I feel that way because I get messages from like the craziest of people. But I want people to feel that they can message me because, you know, you're right. Like, I don't see every person in my news feed to message and think of, and it's still my thing that I like doing the least. It's the one thing I wait on my activity thing. It's a thing that I do last because I hate it, which obviously is not the right thing to do. But so I need to do what I can and what I have control of to get people to message me. So public invites are I love them. This is a good one for coaching. I have more success with public invites for challenge groups, but people are always watching. So some people don't know what we do. So by posting on your wall every day that you're drinking a shake, people don't know that they can buy it from you. Some people don't even have Facebook Messenger app, so they can't even get messages. Like, we are in this and we use Facebook every day, and we are so, challenge group and challenge pack, and we use all these terms that people have no idea what we're talking about. But like, think about it. When you started, they have no idea what a new coach training is or any of that. So break it down into like simple words that are more well known, so that people aren't wondering what the hell you're talking about and scared that they're going to be lost because they don't know what, this is a great one, but like, join my challenge group, and if you buy a challenge pack, you'll get me 2 points, and then you can have the containers, and people are gonna be like, what the F are you talking about? You've lost me. Here's one. Oh, this is like 2014. One thing, always show yourself in a public invite. Always show a picture of yourself or your team or anything like that with, I think this is a little wordy, but I try to make mine short because I don't really read a ton in other people's posts. I don't read a ton that they post. I get like glazed over. So I try not to do a ton in mine. But always, always, always put a picture of yourself in any post you can. Makes it so much more relatable and less salesy. I'm sure everyone's seen this ad of Bonnie's. She still runs it. So this was 2016, but about 6 or 8 months ago, whatever that is. Bonnie still runs this exact ad. It has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments on it. So, if you're doing them from your like page, I personally haven't had success with running an ad through my like page with my personal picture. I've only had success running a stock photo. But the opposite is true for your personal page. So if you're doing things on your personal page, don't do stock photos ever. I know we've talked about that. So private invites. I would hope that with these sample invites that we have already built a connection with these people. So I have just randomly messaged people asking them to join a group or, telling them what I do. It's harder for me, and I feel like the return on ROI is a lot less because they don't trust you. I guarantee you the Sally person has someone that they're closer with that is a Beachbody coach. So why wouldn't they just go to them? But if you can add value to this person's life and, start a conversation and see how they're doing and be genuine about it and be like, hey, Sally, sorry, I just lost my clicker. All right. So, hey, Sally. Oh, hey, Jeannie, I didn't see you on. Yay. I was just like, I didn't know who was on. Yay. Build a relationship, even just talk to her for a few sentences. It doesn't have to be like a month of conversation. Hey, Sally, I can't believe it's been 10 years since we talked. I'm just making this up as I go along. I love that we get to connect on Facebook and see how the kids are doing, or where are you working these days? Are you still on the Seacoast? That's usually one that I use because I still live like the town over from where we went to high school, and 95% of the rest of the people don't. So, I'm like, where do you live? You got out of here and I didn't. People like that one. So, just chat with them for a few minutes. And then I guarantee you at some point she's going to say, what do you do for work? Or, hey, I saw you're a Beachbody coach. That's so cool. What is it about? It's really hard when people ask you what you do for work to say, I'm a Beachbody coach. Or a health and fitness coach, or whatever you want to call it. I just started doing this after, I think there was a national wake-up call about it or something. Oh, the leadership calls. If you didn't watch those, they're amazing. The calls from leadership. It's so difficult because obviously 40 something hours of my day are spent in an office, in a building where it's like tangible and everything. And, here I do it in the cracks and at night when no one can see me, and it's just different. And and I don't know why it's so hard to say, but if you change your mindset and start with that. I'm a health and fitness coach who I hate my day job. Why would I waste my time talking to people about it? It's boring. This gets them every time, and they ask questions about it. So, when Sally says, "Oh, I'm good. My kids are 2 and 4. Poppy's so cute. What are you doing? What are you up to these days?" Done. Say, "Well, I'm an online health and fitness coach. In fact, I wanted to let you know that I'm starting and then you can go into this. So build it in a little bit. If you want to go straight to this, you totally can, but, or whatever, these are looks like these are 5-day free groups, or what is coaching groups, whatever it is. I'll post these so you can read them through. I don't want to read all this. Okay, so this is about what is coaching group. I definitely think private inviting about what is coaching is the best thing to do. I like to talk about people's assets. Like if it's someone you used to work with, be like, I loved how, when we used to work together, you always made things fun because, when we used to joke around, blah, blah, blah. I used to work at a pizza place. So, we used to joke around about this. I just, thought how much fun you would bring to my team, and I would love to have you be a part of it. Have you ever considered it? I can't not ask you, or something. They like the double negative there. It's like Bonnie's favorite line. Okay. So, these are just some examples. I'd be happy to sit down with you if you want to bring some to the table. If you have, I have a, mock one that I use when I'm talking to people, but honestly, I don't really use a script that often. I have a lot of one-liners that I say all the time, but I don't really use a script because it's a conversation. I don't do a lot of just straight up message everyone on my page and, hope that, 1 out of the 20 people I message every day responds. I like to build a connection with people. So I don't really use a script, but I use a lot of the same one-liners. So when you get objections, every single time I get an objection, I use the method, the feel, felt, found method, which we've talked about 5,000 times. It's, what Nikki told us at the very beginning. It's just like anything. So say someone doesn't have enough money to buy Shakeology, right? We hear that every day. That gets me to my core, because I'm like, dude, I legit had no money, negative money when I started. But why wouldn't you take this opportunity? So I tell them, I totally understand how you feel. I felt that way too when I started. In fact, and then I give them a little snippet of my story. As you probably saw, I, am a single mom and started out with nothing and tons of debt. But I found that Shakeology makes me feel so good that I would pay double for it, because I don't have time in the morning to go to the drive-thru anymore, and blah, 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 whatever your situation is. Feel, felt, found gets rid of every objection and stops it in its track. So here's some action items for inviting. First, what I would do is I would start connecting with as many people of your Facebook friends as possible. I actually just printed out my Facebook friends list. You guys can Google how to do it. But once you do that, and then you can just go down and be like, okay, Abby, maybe I'll check out her page and connect with her. And this is just like Teamsy. It's the same thing. And then maybe next week I'll message her, because I've been liking and commenting on her stuff this week, that I'm in her radar and she's, recognizing my name from seeing the notifications. So create a contact list. I would do this by pulling your Facebook friends list. It's the easiest. And then, I remember I actually probably still have the notebook upstairs. My first notebook from when I was just starting out, I wrote down how many Facebook friends I had. I had 576, and I created a contact list. So my first list was all of the people I wanted to be on my team. I had no idea what that meant. I wasn't even an Emerald. I was like, I love these people and I want them to be a part of what I'm doing. I don't know if any of them have or ever were on my team, or I don't know. I'd have to look at the exact names. I can only think of a couple that I know definitely are not and never have been. But create a contact list. It doesn't mean every person's going to sign up, or that, that's what's going to happen. But the contact list, having a group of people that you can reach out to and connect with first, is the most important. And then if you do print out your Facebook friends list, make sure you're adding to it 5 to 10 people a day. Write a C by your close friends, and an A by your acquaintances. Obviously, it's easier to get the C's first, to get your close friends to do it for the most part. Sometimes it's a little bit harder for like your best friends or your your best friends or your family. Sometimes the certain ones have a hard time coming around and accepting what you're doing. Totally fine. But like close friends, like, the people you work with is the easiest, or, the people that you have a mommy's group with or whatever it is. Talk to them about it and share with them what you're doing after you've connected with them. So for your close friends, reach out to them. It must have been my first Christmas. I sent out to every family member, like my cousins. Not much came of it, but I sent it out to my cousins and like aunts and uncles and everyone, and just told them what I was doing. I was like, hey guys, I just started this new business. I'd love your support. If you have anyone who's looking to go on their health and fitness journey, please just send them my way. Here's my contact information. Super easy, it's a great place to start. I'm not gonna read through all these guys, so I'll post it in their group. But start with your close family and friends, and then move on to your acquaintances. Acquaintances are a little bit different because you're not, it's not like someone that you talk to every day. All right, and then let me go back to my other thing. Okay. So so does anyone have any questions or comments on anything? I know I kind of blew through that, but I didn't want the time to run out before we talked about things, and I didn't want to read each one while they're still, well, you can just read them yourself and answer them. Any questions or comments or inputs?
Have you ever tried the application, or has anyone on the team ever tried the application? I don't think I'm going to do that, but I was just wondering.
I did try it once or twice, and I didn't have that much. I had zero success with it. Personally, it's a little cold and it's not really necessary, I don't think. It's not like I'm getting like 50 people a day that I can't keep track of. You know what I mean? That I'm like, oh, there are so many people coming in. I need them to fill out this application. I do like it. I think it would be cool to do it, after they're interested or after they sign up to, see, hey, are you a hobby coach? I probably have mine still. I think it's a Google Doc. So like, hey, are you a hobby coach? Or are you a discount coach? Are you a business builder? Or, how often are you drinking Shakeology? Just to ask some questions. But personally, I didn't have that much success with it because I didn't try that hard. But I'm just like, if I'm asking people on my Facebook page, I know them enough that I probably don't need them to fill out an application. And I'm not like super picky of who I.
It could make you appear to be like having more success than,
That's totally true. No, absolutely.
You don't make it till you make it. It could make you come across it. People could be like, dang, I want to hopefully I get selected,
That's a great point, actually.
It is. I have actually only ever run an application once, and I got a coach from it the first week I ran it, and I haven't ran it since then. But I did it on my like page.
That's good though.
I put it in my like page ad when I was doing like page ads, and I sold a challenge pack and got a discount coach from a complete stranger.
Wow.
But the Google Drive application, I have two. They're okay. Keeping it super, super simple. It's also just a good way because then it exports it to an Excel spreadsheet. So you're like, wait, what did this person want? Because it's harder with strangers to remember, because you can remember oh, my friend Joanne, I know what she wanted because you have a connection with her already, but someone else you might not.
Totally.
Yeah.
This was my coach application: name, email address, phone number, what motivates you. So this is basically finding out their gem. I can post this in the group too.
That is really good. I like that.
I just copy and pasted Nikki's into mine.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I'll share that too. Let me stop sharing. That is a good point, Brooke. I like that. Totally. Any other specific questions about inviting, how to get started, who to invite, what to say? I know it's the most daunting thing for some reason. I mean, me too, totally. Like, but if you switch your mindset to, I'm messaging them to hit Success Club 5, and switch your mindset to, what if no one had ever messaged me to join this opportunity? Where would I be? That's kind of how I think of it. So if Nikki had never reached out to me 5 times, I should show you our beginning messages. She messaged me 5 times before I even responded to her. The 6th message was me responding to her, okay, I'll sign up today. I didn't respond. I didn't ask any questions. She sent me, hey, are you ready? Hey, you ready? Hey, are you ready? And then the last one was, okay, I just signed up, or let me sign up now, whatever it is. And I forget where I was going with that, but
follow up.
Exactly. It's so true. So don't think just because someone didn't answer you that it's not going to happen. Oh, right. So what I was going to say is I like to think back on myself, where I was when I signed up. You know my story. You've heard it 100 times. I legit had no heat. I legit couldn't afford to pay my bills. I couldn't afford anything. Everything was going on a credit card. I bought the $40 sign up. I didn't even buy a challenge pack. Poor Nikki never even got 2 points for me. She thought I was going to be nothing. She put me under her husband. Big regret. So I just think to myself, your whole, as Lindsay Matway said, if you do not invite people, you are holding their fate in your mouth. So I don't know what I would have done. I look at my budget every single month and I delete the Beachbody number and I'm in the negative. Like, if I didn't have this, I would not be able to pay my bills every month. So I just think of that when you're talking to people, that $50 makes a difference to people. $100 pays their bills. And then same with the health and fitness journey. I say this every day. I would not still be working out, period, if I was not a coach, because I'm lazy. I don't like to work out. It's not my thing, but I do it because I have to for life. And I do it because it's my job now, but I hate working out and it's not fun for me. There's no way, especially in the office that I work in, that I would be doing what I'm doing now. So think of those things when you're inviting, of where you were when you started and how it's made a difference, and how, if I hadn't asked you or your coach hadn't asked you guys, where would you be? Like, would you have this community of friends? Would you have this health and fitness, success stories? Would you have the financial success you're having? Any of those things, whatever you think you can help this person with that you want to talk to, think about how you could help them and change their life, not about 2 points, because fuck the 2 points. I'm sorry. But we'll get to Success Club. We'll figure it out. But it's about the helping people that, if you think about it deep down, where would I be if this had not happened? Even just no finances, nothing of that. I'm 5,000 times happier because of this, like having, my friendships and I know my story's a little different than you guys, but I have no one. I sat in my house from the moment Poppy went to bed at 7:00 until I fell asleep at midnight, just like watching TV, wasting away, doing nothing, eating crap because I was so bored. Like, now I get to talk to all you guys every night, and I have messages and I can talk to people, and I'm social, and I post on Facebook and people connect with me. And that 100% wouldn't be there. And just so think of the ways that you can help people when you're inviting, and go with that mentality, and it will take the ease off if you think of how you can help them versus how they can help you. So, what else? I don't know. I think that's all I have. Any questions? Mariana, was that a lot to swallow for your first day?
It was a lot, but I took it all in, and it definitely is helpful. So,
cool. Well, this recording will be posted. You're welcome. After it uploads, and then I'll post the links, like the conversations and the PDFs and stuff, in the team page under the recording of this, for everyone to see. Don't like copy and paste it, but take ideas, craft your own like generic type of thing that you like to start off with people. I used to have one, let's saved somewhere, I'll have to look it up, but it was like, talking to people like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then you'd insert a question about them by looking on their page and saying, oh, I see you just got a new puppy. is he eating everything in your house? Blah, blah, blah. And then keep going about how they are and stuff. Just always ask questions, be a listener. Oftentimes people think that people that are introverted won't be successful in this business because they won't reach out to people and talk. But introverts actually do really well in this business because they're good listeners. I don't know who on here is intro or extro. I don't know if we've done that before, but I'm an introvert. I can talk to you guys because you're my friends and I love you all and I know you. But if it's like one-on-one talking to a stranger or talking to a big bunch of people I don't know, I freeze. I'm super awkward. So I'm good because I can listen. I want to hear what people have going on. I don't want to talk about myself. It makes me uncomfortable. I want to hear other people's lives and I want to see how I can help them. And sometimes just listening is all people need. So think about that when you're reaching out to people. And I'd say, if you're starting messages with 3 to 5 people a day and you're connecting on Facebook with like 10 to 20 people, whether it's just liking their stuff or commenting, obviously comments mean a lot more to people. And if you think of someone that you're like, gosh, I would love to have that person on my team. They're super, whatever adjective you like on your team. Mark them as see first on your news feed. If you go to their profile picture, you click on following and it'll say see first. So you can always keep an eye on them and like their stuff as it comes up. And then you'll have more kind of in to talk to them, and instead of it being so awkward, like I haven't talked to you in so long. I like everyone's stuff on Facebook because I want them to like mine. I like getting a lot of likes. I know that other people like getting a lot of likes. So that's why I go crazy with liking people's stuff. It's so awkward sometimes, but whatever. But I also kind of put it into my niche market. So if there's someone on Facebook who I don't think I can help, like the surfer guy, hotshot from high school or whoever, is probably not someone that I'm targeting or that I think I can help very well. He's got his own thing going on and I'm cool with that. I unfollow them. It's not worth my time to, I need to help as many people as I can help. We cannot help everyone. So focus your likes and strategize as best as possible. I know today for you guys, there's some of us that are in a leadership group. There's a lot of talk about liking other coaches' posts. I like everyone in my downline stuff when I see it. I don't go out of my way to, but if I see it, I always try to like it or comment on it. I don't do anything for anyone else. I don't like Nikki's stuff ever because we have 150 friends in common, and when they see her as a 10-star diamond and me as a 3-star, they're going to go to her. So I think that is a bad idea, but I definitely think it's worth supporting your downline. So you don't have, I know some of you guys like my stuff, it's totally fine, but like your downline stuff, support them. But no need to support like Nikki Goss. She's doing all right. No need, I don't want the pearls in here to think you have to like every other Beachbody coach's stuff, because that gets confusing to your customers. I had a customer once reach out to me. I never heard of her before. And I realized that the only friend we had in common was Sandy Woods. And so I messaged Sandy. I was like, do you know this girl? I don't know her. And she wants to know something about the 21-day fix. And it was because Sandy had been liking my stuff that this girl just, people don't know what a team is or how it works. So I obviously gave the person to Sandy and gave her information and all that. So that's just a side note about our conversation from today. I just want to make sure you guys were clear on that, on my opinions of it. Do what you want, but that's how I feel about it. I'm sure we'll talk about it on Thursday. All right, that's all I've got. Our cup runneth over of time. So if you have any questions, post them in the group. Post objections you get or how to start a conversation. Any kind of questions that you're having, give us the backstory of how you know them or whatever, and we'll help you craft an invite and talk to them and make it easy so you're not at this alone, because we've all been there. So awesome. Have a good week, guys. We'll end the month strong. Keep pushing. We still have like 48 hours left or something, and I will catch you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.